everyone, Barbara here. Today we are talking about the top Supademo alternatives. So Supademo is a product demo platform, and I think everybody knows product demo videos have the potential to really leave a lasting impression on your audience, and they can actually make or break your sale. These videos are really, really important for both marketing and sales team. They provide a dynamic and visually engaging way to highlight the product that you have, your most impressive features. So we really want to make sure you have a really well-crafted demo. So one of the tools that you can do that with is called Supademo. And Supademo is a great tool. You can see up here on my screen. It is a very user-friendly platform. It makes engaging and interactive product demos, and it makes them super quick and simple, regardless of what you're doing. And their interface is very intuitive. So it's a great tool. However, there are other product demo platforms out there that can help you create really impressive ones. So we're going to talk about a few of them today. We're going to be talking about one called Guidde. We're going to talk about one called Tourial, another called Storylane, and Arcade. So let's start with Guidde. I actually like Guidde. Guidde is one of my absolute favorite for making both demo videos, and you can also do instructional content with it, or procedures, all kinds of things. Training material. Guidde has so many amazing, easy tools within the tool that can help you really create excellent product demo videos. And what I like is their what's called magic capture. And what magic capture is that your workflows can be captured within just a single click. So essentially what you do is you start, and if you see here, you are doing a process. This one is for a process that they're creating around some ticketing or emails or contacts. And you just press capture. So once again, magic capture. And then it powers it for you. So it essentially helps you go through the whole process, and it's going to make it into a step description of your entire process. So let's say you have a product, and it's going to really help you do a full start to finish demo of there. The other thing I like about it is that they have this something called Storyline feature, which helps us map out our ideas and put our content together in a way that helps everybody understand what we're trying to accomplish in this. And the other thing that I really like about Guidde is the pinch of personalization, is what they call it. And this is where you can choose from over 200 different languages and voices to be able to add that little bit of extra into your video. So there's lots to choose from, and I think it's a really great tool. The other area that is really nice about Guidde is they have lots of graphics and visuals that you can add in there, and you don't have to be a graphic designer to be able to add those in. So Guidde is a great tool, and of course you can share them wherever you need to. Guidde is a great tool. They do have a few small limitations. If you have a demo, or let's say a procedure or something that has more than 100 steps, you're not going to be able to do it with Guidde. You need something a little bit more robust for there. As well as with Guidde, their editing tools are a little more basic than you'd find in other platforms. In addition, some of their templates are limited. So those are the few areas with Guidde that might be a bit limiting for some people, but it is my favorite tool. Next is Tourial. Tourial is more of an advanced platform for product demos. It's not just a product demo tool, but it's actually a storytelling platform. And it really brings your products to life. So Tourial is where you're actually personalizing the tour. So it's a little more customizable, and you're creating self-guided demos. So with this tool, you have to be very careful about your target audience. You may have something that's almost too personal, and you're limiting a certain audience. So that's something to pay attention to with Tourial, I'm sorry. The tool itself is very flexible. You are allowed to do all kinds of things within it. They also have something called demo centers, which allows you to put multiple demos and content in one place. And you have to remember with Tourial is the demos are created to be interactive. So this is something to, if you are not looking for a demo that you do not want to be interactive, then this may not be the tool for you. The other thing, and this is what I just talked about with their micro tours as well, where you can put all of your demos in one place, and you can have your prospective clients go in and look through all the different tours that you have set up in there. Tourial is also great because it has built-in analytics, and it helps you track your user interactions and helping you understand what your audience is getting. So especially in that micro tour, you're able to see what your audience is actually looking at. Tourial is also a great tool, more advanced. As we said, you're doing more interactive, very customizable demos. That said, their video editing capabilities are also limited. So that could be a drawback for some teams that may want a little bit more flexibility when refining their demos. So that's Tourial. Next is Storylane. Storylane is one of those quick product demo tools. So it's designed for teams to create engaging and product tours and do it very quickly. As you say, they're saying 2 minutes. The demos are they also have sandbox demos so that you can be able to create things in there that are just very safe, and you don't have to do too much tooling or coding in there. They also have something called a demo hub, which is a centralized library. It gives similar to what we saw in Tourial, where you have that centralized hub where buyers can go in and pick through the demos that they want to see. Storylane is one of the more newer product demo tools that are out there. So some of their interfaces and their integrations are still in development. So this could be tough if your company's growing quite fast and you want to gain more in-depth insights or scale your company as you're using this platform. So it may be one that you may want to look at with that. So Storylane is a great tool. They do very engaging demos and your product tours very quickly. So that is one of the advantages of Storylane. All right, next we're going to go to Arcade. Arcade is also a great tool. It's the one thing I really like about Arcade is they help you create actually your own on-brand demos. So the other ones you can add your branding to it, but this one is very brandable, and that's because they have a lot of advanced personalization features that are built within their tool. It's also very interactive, so you can decide how in depth you want to go into the system. So that is a really great functionality within Arcade. The downside to Arcade is all of these advanced customization features are only available on the paid plans. So if you are using their free plan, you're going to miss out on some of that advanced functionality and customization. Here's an example of them building a on-brand product demo, and then of course sending them out as easy can be. So that is Arcade. So what we've covered today is we talked about the alternatives to Supademo, and we've talked about Arcade, which is best, and Arcade, I should say, is the best one I find for those product demos that you want to use a combination of videos and screenshots. That's a really good way to use Arcade. We also talked about Storylane. Storylane is hands down the quickest one to help you get your demos out there. Especially if you're doing a lot of demos, you can build a lot of them very quickly. Tourial is the one where we have more of that interactive demos, let's call them more customizable or very specific, personalized, let's say is a better word. And then lastly, the one that is my favorite, which is Guidde. And the advantages to Guidde versus Supademo is that their workflow capture is super easy using their magic capture. It's a very helpful tool, and it's just a great all-around tool when you're looking at a combination of all the ones that we looked at. So make sure that you take the time to look at all the different options, try out a few of these tools, maybe try a free trial on them, and really see to find the best tool that fits your workflow and the experience you want to create for your potential prospects. Thanks, everyone. Bye.